Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play. So this is going to be something a bit different. This is going to be a Let's Play of Medieval 2 Total War. Yes, this is back in the day when the the actual name of the game, Medieval, was before the name Total War. So yeah, this is an older Total War game that I'm going to be playing because I felt like playing or starting up a new Total War campaign, but I don't know, I've sort of, I don't necessarily think the newer games are bad. I think they're pretty good, but they have this aura around them of the abuse that CA is currently doing to the Total War series is so, it really, it puts this, it gives the newer games a bit of a feel that I don't very much like. In very stark contrast to these older games here, this game really feels like it is well done. It's completed. There's no features in it that feel just not fully fleshed out, or it's a well-made game with no bullshit DLC, no bullshit bugs, no crappy release. Well, maybe the release was crappy. I don't know. This game is really old at this point, of course. So the last patch has for a long time ago come out. So. Yeah, we're gonna jump into a campaign here. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and not spend too much of the campaign comparing this game to the newer games and complaining about the things I don't like about the newer ones and the things I like about this one. But I will have to do that a bit, at least here in the beginning. So the faction we're gonna be playing is Venice because I don't know, reasons. They look kind of cool, I guess. I mean, honestly, I think England and stuff like that is probably even cooler, but I know from experience that there are literally a gajillion England Let's Plays of Medieval 2 on YouTube. I'm not saying there are no Venice ones, I'm just saying that it's a bit less overdone. But of course, this game is really old, so all factions will be overdone. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make any more campaigns of this or how long this campaign is going to last. I think we're going to do a long one, though. I mean, I don't think we'll finish it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how well you guys like it and how well I like it. Total War campaigns are sort of notorious for never being finished. If you thought finishing EU4 campaigns is hard, then try and play this game. So we're gonna do hard difficulty because I am not that great at this game. This game is quite different from the newer games, and I'll talk a bit more about that when we get into it. But there are a lot of different, especially in the battles, you'll notice the battles flow very differently because of a lot of things, but I'll talk more about that once we get into the game. So we're going to manage all cities, and by the way, I think that the vast majority of you guys know about this game. This is not exactly a secret hipster, unknown game. I think if you're into the whole strategy, grand strategy, Total War, etc., you know about this game. You know what it's about. So I'm not going to be explaining what it is. I don't think that's necessary. That would surprise me at least. But yeah, we're going to show CPU moves, manage all cities because not doing that is stupid, and yeah, no advice because even though I said I'm not that great, I know the things that the advice will tell me. Well, for the most part anyways. We'll see. I guess you guys will get to judge me once I get into the game here. So let's start and watch the intro, which I think is the standard intro. There's no variation really going on in the intros. So, but I don't know. I'll show it anyways, just because. Why not really? Let's get in here.
The most serene Republic of Venice, as it is known, has become a power through control of trade to the Levant that expands through the Adriatic and Aegean seas. A new class is emerging in this city-state. A class of those who seek to profit in all things. And in these times, what can be more profitable than war? To the ruling Doge, war is simply another avenue for commerce. Soldiers' lives are spent like currency, so so that the few can rise to prominence and power.
Alright, sweet. There you go, that's the intro. So yeah, when I said the intro is not unique, I was not talking about the voice, the voice acting or whatever you want to call it, the telling thing. Yeah, I'm really struggling with my words here, but I'm just talking about the visuals. They're the same for all factions. So even if you play as like the Turks, you'll still get like European people running about in the intro. So, but I mean that's just the way the game's designed, really. So there's not much to do about that, sadly. All right, so here we are. So this game works very differently from the newer ones, and I said I wouldn't explain too much, but I guess I will be pointing out some things as we go. For example, you have two different types of settlements. You have the castles and the cities. The cities allow you to control the tax rate and in general give you more money, while you have to have castles to recruit a certain types of units. There are no buildings out in the provinces, although I guess that's, that was more of a thing in Empire and Shogun and what. I can't even remember anymore, but I don't think that's a thing in the newer Total War games. But there's no raiding, there's no stances, there's no naval battles. I don't know, this game lacks a lot, but it makes up in just being awesome, I think. The game is, I don't know, I don't know, let's just play and let's see if all my praise is really, if this game is really worthy of all my praise. Because I will, of course, there are a lot of weird things about this. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm not playing with any mods, like I know about a lot of mods, don't worry about that. I've played this game enough to know about those things, but I just want to do vanilla because I haven't played this game in ages. Plus that I feel like a lot of the mods, they add a lot of really like weird and super OP bonuses to the AI that I just find kind of weird, really. They are a bit like overkill, I feel sometimes. Like they just, like when you attack a city, bam, like 10 regiments of, elite units just spawn out of nowhere. And the AI will literally just spawn armies out of nothing. And it's just annoying. I don't like it. So we're going to be doing vanilla this time around. So in the beginning, we don't actually start out with, no, actually we start out with a profitable income. Oh, yeah, that's right. But if we, I think that's because a lot of our units right now are actually being, well, these 4 at least, they're being paid just like you can, like in this game, there are no units, by default in cities. So if you take all your army out of the city will be left with nothing. And that's just how the game works. So, so if I take all of these troops and run out here and just chill for some time, then you can have like literally no troops in the city, which is different. But of course, I assume you guys know that, so I don't know why I'm explaining it. But my point is that you can have units in the city that cost nothing, like these blue things. And these are things that it took so long for me to know this in this game. My God, all the things I didn't know. For example, it took me so much time to figure out how merchants work. And basically, you just put them on some trade good and they'll trade them. It's simple as that. Trade routes are, I mean, they're here, they're definitely in the game, but they're sort of confusing and weird and stuff. I don't know exactly how they work, honestly, but they're there. So, but yeah, merchants kind of work independently from all the other trade that goes on in the game. So if you put them over here to the silver mines over here, which is a nice little resource, we'll get 35 florins each turn, which is not a lot, but the longer he stays here, the more trade he will get, and as he skills up, he will be, better. And also, there are certain resources in the game you can find that are like really good. Like I think like that's a bit of a, I don't know if it's an Easter egg. I don't know, of course it's not. It's just more of a secret feature. Like if you play as someone in North Africa, you can, which I guess is only one faction, the Moors. Like they're actually, like if you cross the Sahara here, there are like a bunch of resources down here south of the Sahara. You can see like the Sahara ends here. So there are slaves, gold, and ivory, which are really good trade resources, and you can earn a lot of money here. I even think there's a city down here, like, I don't know if it's Timbuktu, something like that. It's an African city, so that's pretty cool that they added that into the game. That's the kind of thing I like about this game. Like the game has these like cool secrets. Like you can go to America later on, and there's no like real hints of that. Like there's no like buy the America DLC today and you'll get to go to America, and there's like hype for a week and then they sell it for some ridiculous price. No, instead it's just in the game, and I like that. It's cool. So yeah, let's take our diplomat here, and let's go over to the Holy Roman Empire, and let's ask for like all the things, just alliance, map information, ooh, some military axe, no, not a tank faction, military access blocks. Oh, well, what if I not ask for? Oh, they really don't want to give me that? Oh, that's a bit disappointing, honestly. We'll try this then. We'll even give them a bit of cash to sweeten the deal. This game has this thing that if you fail enough times in your attempt to get diplomacy going, they will just like refuse you and you'll have to wait till the next turn to do it. And the AI, that's one of the things I kind of like about the newer games. The AI in these older games is very unpredictable. So this alliance is not to actually have an alliance. It's simply to try and convince them not to invade me day one. That happens a lot in this game. You'll all of a sudden see like everyone invading you. That wasn't really fixed until Rome 2 though, so that's nothing. Oh, balls. Come on guys, let's not. Well, let's just do this then. No reason bothering with the map information if it's not even a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna try and take a risk here, and we're just gonna sort of march through his land, like regardless of whatever. I don't know, like if we quickly get over here, like will he mind that we just walk through his land, or like you can see, I don't know all about this game. So yeah, we're gonna leave our city completely undefended, which is of course a risky thing, but I think it's gonna work out. I hope it's gonna work out anyway. So again, I'm gonna put our navy over here. We have quite a decent navy, so it's quite alright then in that sense. We have a faction heir here. This game does have the family trees, so that is awesome. You can even have like princesses. I don't know if we start out with a princess, but like I think if your daughters, which there are none of right now, yeah, there's a really shortage of daughters in this game for some reason. But yeah, if you have a daughter and she grows up, she'll become like this princess that you can use to, she can run around and act as a diplomat, or she can marry herself off and gain like a super alliance, and that's awesome. But yeah. Yeah, let's go take Zagreb, because I think our income took a hit there, because now we just took a bunch of troops out of Venice, which hurt us. I'm actually going to go grab some units here. We can, like, does it say Children, melee, keep? Like, I don't remember if it says anywhere whether or not a unit will have free upkeep in cities, because there are only certain types of units that will get free upkeep in cities. But you want to have those around, because having just a bunch of free units in your cities provides public order bonuses and everything. So, but I think for now we're just going to begin going ahead and getting some very basic buildings. We might actually do some military stuff down here, because it's going to be one of our main. Yeah, it's our only castle right now, so having military structures here would be good. We already have roads, so but I think we're gonna go get some land clearance. Like that's my experience anyway. Just getting all the basic buildings done, it really helps. Previous crossbow militia, Italian militia. Getting those crossbows would be nice, but I would like to get something that would allow me to recruit. Ooh, we can get knights there. Yeah, let's get one knight. Yeah, I might just fuck up my economy here, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Come on, guys. Let's not worry here. Yeah, like I want archers. I knew you can build those in castles if you build the bower, but I don't know if you can actually build them in this city. Like the castles are your main troop production areas. You can convert cities to castles, but I don't know if you can convert to capitals. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just go ahead and grab ourselves a town hall. I don't want to be too ambitious here. I want to save some money. So I just want to build like basic buildings for now. So let's try and get a battle into this episode. Let's just straight up just march over to Zagreb. There are no walls here, so we will just do that. I want this guy though to build a watchtower. So that's a thing in this game. If you like your city, you know everything has like a line of sight. Even the cities, you know. Just because you control a region does not mean you get to see everything going on in that region. You can see, even though we control this land right here, you can't see it. So that's kind of a cool little thing. It's like, it's a lot of, people will vary whether or not they like that or not, but I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know, there's something satisfying about running about creating watchtowers. For some reason we can't build one right here. I guess the terrain doesn't really allow it, but yeah, no, let's take our faction here and charge down to Zagreb and just take it really. There are a limited amount of troops here. I'm gonna assume this city is really just put here to give you an early battle early on. So the Croatians are gonna be here. Croat Axemen, Archer Militia. So yeah, we're gonna kill the Croatians. That's an interesting thing about this game. Like, I don't know why they decided to make a bunch of factions rebels instead of actual factions, but I guess it has something to do with the limitations of the engine back then. It wasn't until Empire where they actually started adding factions everywhere instead of just having these rebel settlements sprawn, you know, everywhere. So yeah, let's fight this on the map, because we can. Yeah, now we'll get to see the... so this is actually going to be kind of interesting for me as well, because this is the first time I'm playing around with like the huge unit sizes. I've usually just played at the default unit size without really thinking over it. Of course, I used to play on my laptop, so of course my computer then wasn't really good enough to play this game at proper... ooh, that is one... No, that's a bit of an uncomfortable camera. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Hope I can fix that in game. War camera. Let's do that. I gotta know which one. And fuck your restriction. I don't know why these settings always reset, but they do. To constantly change it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've actually had to rebind some keys because the keys for moving your camera in this game are really weird. So you have to change it out. If you know, the controls in this game are different. I still haven't figured out how you make groups that are not locked. Like if you see here, if I make a group, you cannot, you know, they will stay in formation, and that's really annoying because I usually just like to group units together because it helps to sort them out, because this game won't do that automatically. It won't like sort out your, like it will here in the beginning, but once you start, like I think at least if I was to recruit a sword unit, he will be popped right here. So your missiles and your melee won't be sort of combined or whatever. Combined is probably not the right word, but whatever. That's another thing I've learned the hard way in this game. You really need to be careful where you place your missiles. That's another thing. When like the default order for your units is not to run, it's to walk. So you kind of have to click this button. What is the shortcut here? R. I should probably learn to use that. I have a feeling you guys will be a bit annoyed if I constantly click the button down there in the corner. So there's no way to tell exactly how long range these guys have in this game, so that's a bit annoying, but that's the way the game works. And that's another thing, like if your archers have like a poor line of sight in this game, they'll shoot just straight up into the air, and it's really weird. And they don't really get to kill anything. Well, they will kill stuff, but it's going to be super inefficient, so you want to make sure... Like, it's really important in this game to make sure your units have proper line of sight if you want them to actually hit anything. Because if you don't have that, then they will suck. Like, a lot, so... Yeah, remember to use R shortcuts. Speed this up here. Are you guys in range yet? Nope. God damn it, come on guys. Why are you doing this to me? These are, what are they? Peasant archers? Yeah, they suck. Simple as that. But hey, what are you gonna do? Alright, can you shoot now? No, you really can't, but I guess I can just click and hopefully he will move into range. Yeah, please run. I get time for this. Are you really gonna go all the way up here, are you? Well, stop there then. Don't gotta be all crazy. You guys, oh god, this is... Oh man, we're gonna make such a good target for enemy archers here. This is gonna be brutal. Yep. This is horrible actually. Let's try and get some units to the side here. There's not really enough room, and why are we all firing with flaming shot? Is that necessary? Come on guys. Let's not do that. Alright, so yeah, Archer Militia. I don't know if that's better than my units, but I don't know. We'll see if we can win this. We might even send our general in a bit of a charge here to try and stop their firing. Okay guys, shoot now. You can see a lot of these units like that have a poor line of sight. Instead of shooting straight forward, they like shooting up into the air, and it's really weird. Now fire drill, turn off skirmish though, because your units act really weird when you have skirmish on. Yeah, don't walk please, actually run. Thank you. Yeah, so this battle might be a bit derpy because I'm going to try and use my missiles as much as possible because they can be really efficient as long as you... like if you give them enough time to fire. You might notice that this game is really slow compared to a lot of the newer ones. That is no secret. But let's see, how many did we just kill? A decent bit. Okay, run away. Let's see if we can scare them off here. I would prefer not to have to actually fight these guys with melee, but it might be necessary. I really just want to shoot them up. Oh shit, selected the wrong unit. That's another thing, like your units take some time to react. This will be especially clear whenever you get to the musket units, which you'll get later on. That's I just love that later on you'll unlock musket. It's not like musket DLC, buy it now. No, no, no. You just play long enough and you'll unlock that shit. That's the beauty of this game. And I think the one DLC, which was like the Kingdoms DLC, you got like 4 different campaigns, which is more than... It's just crazy. Like 1 DLC, 4 campaigns. That would never have happened today. But yeah, we're tearing these guys up. They don't have any shields, so I'm going to assume that's why they are taking heavy losses here. Oh, here comes more people to die. Yeah, the AI is not very bright. He's like, oh man, I gotta defend the city. So smart. But he doesn't quite understand that, you know, he either needs to make a choice, run out and try and kill me, or stay within the city and actually use his archers to get some stuff done, but... I mean, this game is old, there's nothing to do about the stupidity of the AI. They will get some bonuses though, so that's sort of how they compensate, I guess. Yeah, there's just going to be pure slaughter here, so let's just speed the game up, because even though this is truly beautiful and hilarious, it's, you know, takes its time. So those guys are going to get wrecked, and yeah, always shoot the guys that are closest to you so they don't start running about. Okay, now they're going to start shooting me, but I think our barrage is fine, really. Yeah, the archer militia is down to 50 units. They're definitely taking hits here. So yeah, I'm actually going to focus on shooting on them, because if we can kill those guys, then we can just chill and shoot up the remaining units. Wow, they just routed. That was good. It's good, good. Yeah, just keep shooting until we run out of ammo. We have a lot of that. Oh, damn.
Enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
Cool. Yeah, the Croats are... No, the Croats are Catholics, so I can't claim that's because of their orthodoxy. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what do I like about the newer games? I guess one thing I like is that you cannot, like, your units can be retrained wherever. That's a thing, you know, that happens a lot in these older games. You'll have... oh wow, we have really annihilated them. Holy shite. This is amazing. Like, a lot of units will take heavy losses, and since you can only, like, you can only retrain units in the places you can train them, and you can't really retrain them all at once. You can only retrain like 3 per turn, depending on the power of the city. So it takes ages to get people retrained, and as a result, a lot of times you end up just running about with like armies that are really damaged and beat up. So it's a thing. Shoot these guys, see if we can convince them to run out here. Could be fun. Yeah, AI, like, I know you need to stay in cover, but you also kind of need to shoot me if you want to actually get something done. Now, this is, of course, in the good old days, when if people stand in the center here, they have infinite morale. Which is another nice change, I think, to the newer Total War games. Because this right here is a bit silly. But it's kind of entertaining as well. Oh god. Next time, bring shields, Croats. Or at least use your axes. This is ridiculous. This is amazing. It's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, speed the game up. Come on, guys. Are you running out of ammo? Nah, they still have some left. It's all right. Yeah, when there are so few of them left, they'll really. It takes takes time to kill the last ones because there are not a lot of targets left, and the peasant archers aren't particularly accurate, but. You know, the lack of shield of these units will really make them easy to kill off, so it's not a problem, really. Right, death. Oh, can we kill everyone with archers? Well, at least this guy. Come on now. No? Why do you have a torch, by the way? What's up with that? It's almost like the game thinks it's nighttime. But it's not, so... Oh, no, that's the end of that. Alright, cavalry! Not even going to bother waiting for my actual infantry to get here. And they're like, oh, nope. Cover doesn't matter anymore, I guess. That was a derpy charge.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Alright, please no one die. Just kill these guys with no losses, please. I do not need losses. Here's our king. No, our heir, I mean. With this beautiful armor. Most wonderful. I gotta love the graphics. They're just so old. That's kind of a fun thing I noticed. Like I saw someone had made like an Elder Scrolls mod, and like oh, come on guys, I'm talking about Elder Scrolls. Why are you abrupting my talking? Oh, well, whatever. I'll talk more about it once we get into, I don't know, maybe the next episode. I don't know. It's not even that important of a point. I don't know why I'm hyping it up. I just always get distracted when something happens in the game and I try to talk about something completely unrelated. It's a bit of a problem of mine, I guess. Whatever. Occupy. So now we have another border with the Holy Roman Empire. Hopefully they should not attack us. But now we also border the Hungarians, and I have a feeling they will attack us. It's ages since I played this game, but I believe I really feel that the Hungarians always invaded Venice. It's nothing new. I actually played as the Hungarians once. It was really fun because this is like I remember playing as the Hungarians before I knew much about history. Well, I knew a decent bit, but not a lot. So when I saw that the Hungarians had like horse archers and shit, I was like, what? They have what now? Because I thought the Hungarians were just like standard, you know, Slavs. But I mean, at this point, they have just sort of migrated here. Well, I guess it's a couple of hundred years since it happened, but you know, 200 years or so since they migrated from the Ural Mountains to this place. So, I mean, history lesson of the day. Yeah, I think we'll end the episode here. I don't want to make these episodes too horribly long, so we'll end it here. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and don't be afraid to tell me what you think about this game, and you know, me playing it in the comments. I'll probably make, you know, I'm not going to stop the Let's Play even if it's unpopular, but I don't know. But don't worry, I mean, I'll still make, you know, all the other games, and like, I don't think there's going to be too much of a reduction in other content, but I don't know, I want some variation. I think that's fun. I want to play this game. I want to try something a bit different. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.